Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard. To the 26. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go, 46, 46, 46.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Play action now. Prescott. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 45-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Geno. That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On the counter, it's Walker. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Walker with another carry. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Second down and 6 now. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Oh, look at the juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 55 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Fights him off. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coaching mistake.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Prescott looks to throw on first. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's caught at the 10. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Pollard again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
47.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. A shotgun snap for Smith. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few seconds.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cooks from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
That's going to be taken in by Downs. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Downs, 65 yards. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Off the play fake, Prescott. That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him holding, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here go 46. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Going to 53. 26.
First down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. is the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Walker. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here comes 3rd down at 7. From the gun, here's Smith. And Walker with it over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Toss left side for Walker. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. On the give, here's Charbonnet. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss to Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Smith going to change the play. Geno now to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
47.
Now Prescott. Able to hit his target man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Prescott on 1st down. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
It looks like they'll move things around here.
Here we go, 47. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
47.
goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Option play. Here's Pollard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Hey, kill. 26.
Now Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Kill. 26.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks with career touchdown number 60. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's on the guard, Connor Williams. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
13X.
And Walker once more. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ready.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Tackled that time by Derek Hall.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Hey, kill.
To throw is Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 7. 2nd down, Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
47.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And this one is right down the middle. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Smith. Gets this to Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Smith to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do. And think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Smith's going to throw it. This is Fant on the short completion. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's third down. Smith.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Here comes second down. Here's Prescott.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Prescott.
Complete. Pollard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Part of the top game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime.
Well, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Smith now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
A give for Walker running right. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
154 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Walker with another carry.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
It is going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On 4th down, Smith. Oh, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. With one team squandered opportunity, it's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Here's Dak.
eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, Pollard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. With this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So into overtime and all the way to the end of